Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. And we are doing amazing thanks to you, picking up like multiple thousands of new subscribers a day. But today, I want to break down on this episode the political quagmire that is right now confronting DC. The raw and the unfiltered truth straight from the guy who was in the room. So do me a favor, subscribe, watch to the end, comment to me. I like to hear the comments and share with your friends. Help to build the community so that we could uncover the real story that they absolutely don't want you to hear. Now, the other day on Political Beatdown, my co-host Ben Meiselas and I, we spoke about how Trump is distracting or trying to distract everyone from the reality that he's not able to follow through on some, not all, but some of the campaign promises that he made. And for example, we spoke about how inflation is going up. That was supposed to be taken care of immediately. Trump no longer backs the blue, despite the fact that he said he is the law and order president, and that Trump's threats to Russia may not be nearly as intimidating as he thought. Play the clip.
We're hearing from Trump's billionaire oligarchs. You know what they're telling us, Cohen? A little bit of inflation's fine. If it helps the national security, we're okay with inflation. This is Jamie Dimon, who's totally put on the knee pads for Donald Trump here. This is what he's now saying. Let's watch.
Remember that Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase.
It's a great context. Here it is.
Yeah, look, I look at tariffs. They are an economic tool. That's it. They're an economic weapon, depending how you use it and why you use it, stuff like that. And, people argue, is it inflationary and non-inflationary? I would put in perspective, if it's a little inflationary, but it's good for national security, so be it. I mean, get over it.
Get over it, he goes, get over it.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Get over it. Yeah, because if it costs you more, Jamie Dimon doesn't care. Why didn't he care? None of these guys care. Do you imagine that Jamie Dimon's not going to buy a dozen eggs, even if it's $50 a dozen? Jamie Dimon's bonus generally amounts to like $100 million a year. His bonus. Mind you, when they had the mortgage crisis and he fucked that up something royally, not one single person was held accountable for all of that. So do you think Bill Gates, do you think that Elon Musk, do you think that any of those guys, Jeff Bezos, or any of them that were on the billionaire dais, you think any of them aren't going to buy orange juice because it's $30 a carton? Or that they're not going to buy their eggs because it's $50? They could give a shit. Doesn't mean anything to them. Their money makes money. And only they will ultimately be the ones who are making money. It's so scary. They're talking about everything that they're talking about is going to put you and me and all of us in harm's way economically. We're not on the same playing field, for God's sakes. And this is something that you, Ben, and I, and this network, this Midas Touch network, my Mea Culpa podcast, I talk about the YouTube channel, I just keep talking about it over and over and over again. Donald Trump pulled off the greatest, what would you even call it? Magic stunt. Magic stunt. It was a magic stunt where he turned around and he convinced, it was like hypnosis. He convinced people who are living paycheck to paycheck, sometimes not even able to make ends meet, that he and they are the same, that he is their protector, that they will do better because of him, and he will protect them against the big bad wolf, the monkey that lives in the closet, right? The ghost that's in your basement. He convinced them that he and only he can do that. I'm bewildered.
Let me show you this. Democrats staying laser focused. Here is Congressmember McGovern right here. Here's Democratic Congressmember McGovern. Let's play it.
Trump is abandoning the blue. He could have chosen to let out only the nonviolent offenders, but he let out people who beat the cops, and that tells you all that you need to know.
Let me tell you what also you need to know is that Donald Trump's now, of course, saying that no peace in Ukraine anytime soon.
What? That's supposed to be done. That should have been done yesterday.
Well, he did roll out his plan, Cohen. You know what his plan was?
Yeah.
A all caps social media post saying, "Hey, Putin, this is real. Hey, Putin, I'm going to do you a favor right here, Putin. You see, I want you to figure out how to do peace in Ukraine there, Putin, or else I'm going to impose tariffs on Russia." By the way, if tariffs were imposed on Russia, that would actually be a benefit to Putin, because right now Putin's not allowed to trade at all with the United States.
Well,
so there's no tariffs on things that don't happen.
Right. Let me just give you a little bit additional context, because I happen to have done a little research on this. First and foremost, approximately 4 years ago, before these sanctions were implemented against Russia, the United States took in about $29 billion worth of goods from Russia. Maybe that's part of oil or whatever else. Today, it's less than 2.9 billion. It's inconsequential to any country's GDP. I just need people to understand that. All right, it's less than 2.9 billion. It's irrelevant is really what it is. So Ben, you're 100% correct. But I think Putin now might be a little nervous, might be concerned, because Trump put that post in all caps. That's serious shit, my friend. All right. That's the beginning to the total annihilation of Russia.
You know, Putin was told by his advisors, we got bad news for you, Vlad. And he said, what is it? And they said, he sent a social media post. And Putin was like, please don't tell me. Did he use caps? And they said, he used caps. How many caps? How many caps? Copious amounts of caps. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are we going to do? He's using caps. He's using caps. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing. You know, remember Donald Trump talked about that?
Ben, can I do that? Can I do that for you in Russian?
Yeah.
Can I do that for you in Russian?
If it's appropriate. I'm not really sure where you're going with this.
President Putin, right? Ты знаешь, Donald Trump, давай это post in много caps. And he's like, много caps, да. He's like, oi.
That's what happened. And then Trump followed up with a speech before the Economic Forum in Davos. This is let me just say for all of the people, Cohen's back, everybody. This is the Cohen this is the fighting Cohen. You were there before, but Cohen, you had those boxing gloves. This is the Cohen that people wanted. They're off. But people are saying, where's this? This is the Cohen who's ready to fight.
However, because what I'm saying right now, as I have always said, is reality. It's fact. It is absolute ridiculous that you cannot say that you are the president backing the blue, the law and order president, when in fact you are freeing individuals. Now, I'll agree that some of the sentences were exceptionally long based upon the crime. I will acknowledge that. I also believe that those that were not violent, to have that felony conviction, it's really very, very difficult. Unless you have
Cohen, I was just announcing Cohen's back. I
understand, but I am still back. I was back before too. But it's the reality. This is batshit crazy for him to start off a presidential run, right? That he's got 4 years, and this is the chaos that Ben and I warned everybody was going to take place every single day. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.